In this lesson, we'll change the behavior of our button in the Workflows panel so that it will display a modal instead of logging data to the console. As always, quick note before we start. I have ngvrun running, and our web module is loaded via Red App Development panel. Okay, let's go to the VS Code. The first step is to create a view that will be displayed inside the modal. I will start by creating HTML template. Inside source, templates, I will create a new template. Let's call it extension point data view. Here, all we want to show is JSON string, so I will create div element. And inside this div, simple handlebars expression called value. This will be replaced with actual value in runtime. Note double curly brackets indicating handlebars expression. Next, we want to create view class. So in code, I will create a new directory called views. And then I will create a new view. Let's call it extension point data view as well. In this file, we need to create extension point data view class. That extends abstract view. Let's create initialize method. Calling super initialize. And then we want to point to our HTML template. This is done using template decorator. And templates are identified by web module name. I will copy web module name from manifest.json file, followed by colon and name of the template. In our case, extension point data view. Okay, let's add missing imports, starting with abstract view. And template decorator. No need to keep .keep file in templates directory anymore, so I will remove it. Now, let's change Workflows button so that it shows a modal instead of console logging data. Let's go to the main.ts file, and here we have show data method. I will start by adding fallback value in case data in service is empty or undefined. And in this case, we want to show not available. Okay, then I will remove this console log and define modal options. Starting with modal title, let's say extension point data. And actions. In this case, only one action, cancel button. Class name, app common views button. Caption. Action name. This action is handled automatically and will close modal. And type secondary. This is because almost all close buttons in application are typed secondary. Now let's finally show modal. This is done using layer service show in modal method. So get service, layer service, show in modal. This method requires following arguments. View, so I will pass our extension point data view. Here we need to specify model used to create HTML template in runtime. And if we take a look at the view, HTML view, you can see value. So we want to specify that value will be replaced by our data. Then modal options. I have already defined modal options. And layer options. Here we want to specify display as area view. Okay, now let's import layer service. And save main test file. Then I will go to the terminal and see if everything is okay. Rebuilding was successful, so let's go to the application and I will hit Ctrl+Shift+R to reload. Now is the time to test our code. I will start by opening Workflows panel and showing modal. As you can see, currently there are no data in service. So let's go to trip summary and I will price this segment. This should trigger our extension point. So if I open modal once again, you can see our AirPrice request object. So it looks like everything is working as intended. In this lesson, we'll change the behavior of our button in the Workflows panel so that it will display a modal instead of logging data to the console. As always, quick note before we start. I have ngvrun running and our web module is loaded via Red App Development panel. Okay, let's go to the VS Code. The first step is to create a view that will be displayed inside the modal. I will start by creating HTML template. Inside source, templates, I will create a new template. Let's call it extension point data view.